And we are live on YouTube. All right. We should be anyway. There we are. Let me get used to the delay here. Sorry, everybody. It's been a while since we've been live on the Snopa Publishing channel. Want to share some fantastic stuff with you first and foremost. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the undead aficionado, the master of death, he who creates drinking problems and otherwise harmless necromancers, the one and probably only Brian Lee, everybody.
Hello.
Brian, welcome to the launch event of Necroholic issue 2.
Woo!
Now, you knew we were launching, so we made you put pants on.
Yeah.
I know that's a hard choice. But are you excited?
I'm so excited.
Just can't hide it?
I can't hide it.
All right, well, just don't lose control yet because we might like it. No one gets my humor. I get it. So let's go ahead and show people what we're doing. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. And again, bear with me for a second, everyone. It's been a while since we've been live on our own. All right. So for those of you following along at home on Twitter and on Facebook and on YouTube, bless you all. We appreciate it. Brian, if you can share that link out from the YouTube channel too, that'd be great, man. So we are about to go live, and let's talk about this for a second before we hit this little magic button, right? So Brian, what do you think we should tell the backers about issue 2?
Well, it's the start of something that I've been working on for a couple years now, I guess. It started as a webcomic, and I've put a lot of effort into the webcomic, but didn't really get many views online, and I felt I was putting too much work into it, and I wanted to get it to a wider audience. Now we're on issue 2, and this is actually where I left off on the webcomic, and now we're going beyond what I did on the webcomic. What I've always wanted to do is keep going, expanding the universe, adding more characters, and starting the seeds of the whole story, because I've got a lot planned for this series, and I hope to have it all out one day. And with the help of Kickstarter, I think we can get there.
Mm-hmm, definitely. Now, our first campaign was pretty successful, right?
Yeah.
And so just, you and I talk about this a lot, but we haven't really had a chance to sit down and tell people about this ourselves. So why don't you tell us what kind of difference getting issue 1 published, printed, and out in the world has made for you so far? What's it like to have, books in hand that you can, carry with you to cons and sell and stuff? What's it like to put your book in other people's hands?
It's hard to put into words, honestly. It's something you work at, and you can imagine what it's like, but then when it happens, it's nothing like what you imagine it could be. And it's weird to know that people on the West Coast are reading the comic too, and actually now it's kind of a worldwide thing, because I've partnered up with Vampire Freaks, and they ship globally.
Yep.
And I haven't seen anything outside of the United States yet, but it is available basically anywhere in the world. If you go to vampirefreaks.com, they'll ship it anywhere.
Yep.
And it's it's like a dream, like it's surreal. You never know how to put it into words. But I remember when I got into my car after talking with the Vampire Freaks folks, I just kind of sat there for a minute, and I just sat in my car, like taking it all in. And I remember getting a little misty in my eyes, and I was just like, all right, got to get home, get to work. So.
Well, I tell you, I've known you for 24 years now. I mean, that's a long time. And so you were brave enough to put this beautiful creation of yours in our hands, and we got issue 1 to print, even though the printer had to print it twice because they our first adventure with the printer we chose went
Yeah.
kind of sideways when they printed the book wrong. I'm just glad that wasn't my fault. That would have been terrible. But no, they made a legitimate printing error, and so they ended up replacing the books for us. That was kind of them. And of course, with Sonoma, we put that out with Comics Mainstream Distribution in Oregon, and they're going to be migrating books to more locations on the West Coast in the coming months. Excuse me. And then also through my convention appearances for the copies that I invested in, and then also we have one comic shop now that will be carrying it later when issue 2 comes out. They'll be taking delivery of issue 1 and 2, and they're going to have it behind the counter. So for any of you who are watching and wonder why, it's because Necroholic has cocktail recipes in it. And in many jurisdictions, that causes a bit of a problem with where you can place the book. So we're really, really looking forward to seeing more and more people discover Necroholic. One of the things that has been really great about this issue, as one of the editors, and I kind of feel bad, really, I didn't have to edit a lot because everything was really well paced out. But for those of you who aren't familiar with Brian's work, there's a reason for that. Brian is actually formally educated on the creation of comics. So, Brian, why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, in 2012, I went to a school called the Hubert School for cartoon and graphic art. Basically, teach you everything you need to know on how to make a comic book in sequential art. They're taught by professionals that are in the field. The school's been open since the 70s. It was opened by Joe Kubert, who's responsible for many great works of art in the comic community. Sergeant Rock is like his creation, his own comic series, and he also created Birdman or Hawkman, for the DC universe. And yeah, I mean, his legacy lives on through the school, and it's 3 years of basically comic book boot camp. And they teach you everything that you can possibly imagine, from human figure to business, and it's very intense. They have a high dropout rate just because I think people don't realize how much work is involved, and once they get there and realize it's 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, with every class having tons of homework, you lose your social life.
Oh yeah,
and you really realize like how much work goes into making a comic book, and I think it's only really for the people who are truly serious about getting into the medium.
And as a school that has sponsored previous issues, I can tell you they've been a great resource for Sonoma. For those of you who aren't aware, Brian actually introduced me to many of the artists that we use for our RPG projects and our comics. So without Brian, I wouldn't have met Alexia, and thus we wouldn't have 47 Furious Tales. So big hat tip there. Or Nick Capone, which would mean No Reign of Ages, or Zach Viola, so of course No Steel Road, and the list goes on and on and on. While we go ahead and get on to this, I know you're going to be sharing stuff out to your social media stuff. It is 7:16, so we're a couple minutes later than I had planned, but we're going to go ahead and push this crazy little button and make things go live, okay? So, Brian, when you're ready, give me the go, and we're going to punch it out.
All right, I guess we'll do a countdown.
All right, do it to it.
In 3, 2, 1.
Ready to launch? Approved, and you good to go?
Good to go. Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
Woo!
With Necroholic. issues 1 and 2. February 7th. Oh, look, project is live. Yay.
Got a notification on my phone. Project is live.
Yep, I'll get tons of notifications too. People will be notified all over the place. We have 58 people following the campaign right now, so that's always a good start. And we're going to go ahead and see how long it's going to take us to get our very first backer in here. Hopefully, it won't be too long at all. So while we're at that, a few things I'm going to mention while you're sharing stuff to your social media. I'll take a pause from sharing online. So in 2017, when I was beginning the groundwork to put Sonoma Publishing together, right? Your brother James was one of the first persons I called, and he said, "Hey, definitely talk to Brian too about this." And then Brian was the person who actually convinced me. Yeah, hey, Larry, what's up, brother? There should be a post in the BC. Did the post in the BC not go through? Did the post not go through to the BC? Hold on a second. There should be a post in the BC.
We already got a backer.
Oh, you know what? I don't think this posted to the... No, it didn't post to the messenger. Oh, that was me. I'm sorry. Larry, that was my bad, man. Yeah, I did not get that in. That was my bad, guys. Sorry about that. That was me. Sorry. I screwed up. But yeah, I am live. No, Larry, I'm sorry, man. I thought I'd sent it to the messenger, but it's still just not kicking in there. I think it's my desktop messing around. I'll clear it and do it again. But yeah, man, today's the day. I thought you were working today. But yeah, we are like real live, real active, and really doing the whole Necroholic issue 1 and 2 with our very first backer. Gotta love that. I'm not going to check it while I'm live feed on that tab because I don't want to dox anybody.
I'm on an ancient laptop right now, so everything's like going out.
Everything's moving slow, right? Yeah. Well, Larry got off early. Cool, man. Larry, if you don't mind, can you give us a share out as well? I know I just saw that you tagged one of the Facebook posts. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, we actually are using the Sonoma Publishing YouTube channel. Going to be using it a little more in the coming months too, and we'll be inviting folks on to have some communications. And we have a grand total of 36 subscribers on the Sonoma YouTube channel. Gone through and cleaned it up and got it ready to go fresh and clean this year. So, ladies and gentlemen, our second backer. There we go. Thank you very much, everybody. And we'll keep go ahead and pushing out here. I think we're going to see some more folks rolling in as those notifications go out, which is the plan. But as we were saying, Brian is actually the person who convinced me to go ahead and give Kickstarter a try. So that led to Tale of the Wizard's Eye, which was an incredibly poorly managed book project. I didn't know what I was doing, but we got it put together. We got it to the backers. People still earn royalties on that book when it sells, so that's nice. And here we are, 5.5 years later, Brian, and getting your second comic out.
Oh, geez.
How's that feel? And our third backer, 69 babies, 69. Oh, John was first. Cool. Now, guys, remember, we have a special add-on for this campaign. Every Friday, I'm going to go back and look at the week's pledges, and there is a toast in there. And if you pledge for that add-on, I will take a shot and a toast to you, and it will go in the weekly update. If there are too many for me to shoot in one night, it'll carry over to the next week, or we'll throw Brian under the rug and have him shoot them.
Yeah,
because we can't have We can't have alcohol poisoning. And there's our first $100, Brian.
All right.
How's that feel, man?
Already, but all right. Let's get all 2,000 tonight.
That's the plan. So we have a lot of people who are messaging me right now because folks were like, "Yeah, you said you were going Thursday, but we didn't get the link." That's my bad. I guess I'm a little rusty. You're gonna have to bear with me too. I tested positive for the flu this afternoon, guys. So if I sound a little rough, sorry. And James Lee will help us with the shots, like a good big brother will.
Of course,
Gotta love that.
he's on the
And
credits after all. He's got to do his part.
he's got to do his part. Yeah. James is actually also working on the title logo for Tibby and her time traveling psychedelic mushrooms. I love that.
Another QB working on that one, Damian Torres.
Yeah, front to back, interior art and covers.
He's great.
Yep, he is. He's absolutely fantastic. I love it. But we've had a lot of help with the Kickstarter thing over the years. We've had strong influences from people who encouraged and promoted best practices. So, you've got Adam Watson, Larry Patrick Higgins, Max DeVille, you've got Mike Shea, you've got Madeline Holly Rossing. You've got these folks who have a strong grasp of how Kickstarter works and how to. Is everyone able to hear us okay? Oh, Warren, you don't have your sound on. Okay, cool. Can everyone else hear me okay? Larry, I guess, can. Cool. We have all these great folks who have lent advice, who have lent constructive criticism, who've really helped to drive a lot of the projects that we've put out over the years. And Brian, you've been involved in a lot of them, not just Necroholic, because you were involved with Tale of the Wizard's Eye. You were very heavily involved with Comet over Echo Rock. There's a lot of things that you've been taking part in, including Dungeons and Dames. So, you've definitely been there in the trenches, man, making it work.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like 5 years. It feels like
It'll
feels
be
like
it'll be 6 in June if you can believe that.
oh geez, don't tell me that.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long, but you stop and you think about it. It's like, man, we've really been working hard and cranking this stuff out. So I guess
Yeah.
it has
Backer
been.
number 5. Backer number 5.
Woo.
Holy crap. I love it. I love it. Oh, Larry, that's awesome. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Do you want to come on? I can send you a link. I've got the free version, the 6-man version, if you want to come in. Here, let me grab that and I'll send you a link. Hopefully it'll post this time. I'll post it in the BC chat. There we go. We can take 4 more. And then we'll kick around here with Brian Lee, Necroholic, which is now over 10% of goal as we just rolled a 234. Huge thanks to our backers out there, guys. Thanks for coming in strong. First 10 minutes, 10% of goal. Can we do 2,000 tonight, I wonder?
I hope.
That would be amazing. Up. I got a message from a buddy of mine. I think he is So from one of my buddies, John, he says, backer number 1, second verse, the same as the first. Let's drink till we're put in a hearse. So I think he's all excited and hyped and ready for the whole thing. That's cool, John. Thanks, man. We've got like just fun people coming in here. We should have Larry here in just a moment too. Larry, that link should be there now. Got all kinds of messages coming from us, man. Oh, wow. So we had a huge bit of support from our dear friends at Arcania's workshop. My good buddy Scott. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. You're the best, man.
Thank you.
And he's actually going to be at the Lexicon, the Lexington Comic and Toy Convention in March. And we're going to, you'll be able to see him there. Let me get Larry into the stream here. Larry, what's up, man?
Brothers, congratulations on a Kickstarter launch.
How's it going, man? Yeah.
It goes. I just got off work early. It was pretty dead, so I asked if I can skip out, a couple hours early. And my plan is, and still is, I'll be working as we sort of hang out, is working on the Niobe script. So.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I am going to be doing this tonight, and then after we get done with this, assuming I can still breathe, sorry. Going to try and I have some more tax forms to get out to a couple people that I have to get out because I missed when it was supposed to go out, but I've talked to everyone except Brian. Brian, you've got a tax form coming.
Nice to meet you, Brian. I don't know if we met before.
I don't think we have. Nice to meet you as well.
Yep. Brian is the first Kubert grad, an old friend of mine. I've known him since he was a kid in 1999.
Damn, I feel sorry for you, man.
Yeah. He's known me a long time, man. Long time.
Family friend too.
He's the guy who convinced me to come to Kickstarter.
Well, that's a good friend.
I know, right?
You have, look at this.
$387 pledged already.
10 sexy backers strong. 21 days left to go with $300 and was that $57 there?
387.
87. Yeah. My eyes are going on me.
Of a $2,000 goal. So we're rolling right along.
And how long ago did you launch it? Just like a few minutes ago or
what? We launched this 14 minutes ago.
Yeah, so already coming out of the gate strong here tonight. Guys, if you're watching for the very first time, this is Snopa Publishing's official YouTube channel. Sam, of course, is hosting. We got Brian Lee. Brian, tell us a little about Necroholic, man.
But that's not all we have. We have the man, the myth, the legend himself.
Oh, damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, Max DeVille of Atrocity Press.
Yeah.
I'm here to rule on you, Sam.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I told everyone it was going to be on the 7th. I thought I had the link, but I have something important for Max. Max, we're at 420.
All right,
brother.
Sweet.
Now, Brian, here's the thing. Sam is in our little DM group. We're all compadres in the comic book world, but he never ever tells us when he's launching anything. It's always like a stealth launch. Always. It's like, oh, you went live and we didn't have time to promote you or prep you.
I literally tried to put it out in the group this time. I promise. I did.
So we got to bust his balls a little bit,
Absolutely. Bust his balls whenever you can.
11 backers. Look at that, man. Growing strong by the second.
Who's gonna be the last one in the Dirty Dozen?
That's it,
I don't know.
The last one in the Dirty Dozen. Come on, folks.
We've got Gage the Wolf, our no longer a pledge but veteran creator. He's sitting there in the chat too. Good to see everyone. Oh, and don't forget, if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the Snopa Publishing YouTube channel. We're going to be adding content here again. We've cleaned up the page, and we'll be starting with fresh slate. We got some stuff that we're going to be doing here starting this month, February.
I don't even see a subscribe button, Sam. That's weird.
That's weird because I just got a subscriber.
I know, but I'm assuming I'm already subscribed, but I don't actually see a subscribe button. That's
weird. Really weird. Very, very weird. Now, Brian, of course, you guys have seen his work before. He did the cover for a comic over Echo Rock. He did a lot of work in Tale of the Wizard's Eye. He, of course, did Necroholic issue 1, which I think both of you have. Johnny Reed, what's up, man? Johnny, do you want a link? It's in the BC chat if you want to come on. Now we got room for 2 more.
What's your channel name?
Snopa Publishing.
I just searched for Snopa Publishing and I didn't get anything like that.
That's really
because that's not his channel name.
Yeah.
He thinks it's his channel's name.
It's supposed to be Snopa Publishing.
No,
you know what? It's probably still under my actual name.
It is.
So, okay, well I'll change it over.
Was Sam Clinton?
No, it's showing up as William Clinton. That's my bad. I thought I converted it over to Snopa, but I was doing the
I found it.
thing.
And now I subscribed.
Get all the logos and everything put together. I'll change it over here pretty soon.
I was a subscriber now.
Thank you, thank you,
I'm a
thank you.
subscriber
weird.
now.
Because now, like, if I go to a different YouTube account, I see the subscribe buttons and a tiny little white button at the right-hand corner when it used to be like this big red button, you know. Very weird.
Thanks, Gage. You the man. Here's Johnny. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Johnny Reed.
We got him.
Johnny Reed, this is Brian Lee, comic creator extraordinaire, the creator, the man, the myth, the legend behind Necroholic.
Nice.
The comic shop that the comic book that comic shops are afraid to put on the shelf because of the cocktail recipes in it.
Dude, I will put any of your books in my shop.
All right. Well, I gotta get you a big order together too, because I think you're sold out of snow right now, aren't you?
I think he's got a couple Reign of Ages left, maybe.
No,
I got Reign of Ages, and I got some more 47. I got like one or two of the 47 Furious. I'm gonna have to get some more of those from you.
Yeah, we'll send you that and a big pile of Necroholic for you.
Plus, I got to talk to you about your gaming stuff. I got a crap load of gaming stuff in the store now.
Cool.
We started our old D&D section now.
I'll hook you up with the same deal I gave the collective, so that you're like, you can get books print on demand for like print cost plus $1.
Oh, sweet. That'll work.
Sound good?
Yeah.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is supporting your local comic shop when they're 600 miles away.
And that's the comic shop supporting our friends that are writers that are 6,100 miles away.
That's true too. Yeah, we all love it. Now, Brian, Potato Troll is saying you need to talk, man. Come on, tell us about this wondrous series, Necroholic. Lay it on us, partner.
I'm not a big talker, so that's usually the way it goes.
All right, well, let me help you. Where did the idea come from?
That's probably the one I get the most, and my answer is I thought it was a funny concept. Just a necromancer who wakes up from a blackout drunk in a graveyard, and there's 4 unearthed graves around them, and they have to chase down zombies. I just thought it was a funny idea, and I kind of expanded from there.
Okay, when you expanded it, what did you expand it to? I mean, how did you expand it?
Well, I kind of went for like, okay, if they're a necromancer, what time period is it? And what time period is it? What's the social life like? What are the other people? What else? What other magical powers are out there? What was the history of the world? And so on and so forth. I have to write everything down and try and think of like if there's any loopholes, I need to cover the loopholes. And then I got to start making characters. There's still several characters I haven't designed yet that I've written down that are going to be in future issues. But
cool.
That's
we like new characters.
So
we like new characters. Larry loves new characters.
They sell books.
They do indeed, don't they? And you know what we did with this one, Larry, is we actually have more than one cover.
I'm shocked.
I know, right? We actually have not 1, not 2, but 3 covers. So, Brian, lay it on us, man. Tell us about the covers and the artists behind them. Start with the main cover by you yourself.
Well, on our cover is a character introduced in number 2. Her name is Esther. She is basically a mystery right now. I don't want to reveal too much about her or her past, which is going to unfold later in the series. But she just shows up on Olivia's front door today, and today in the story, I guess.
Right.
And she's moving in, and there's some red tape involved. Olivia's home is on a registry for people like her. That's kind of like a halfway house or a safe house. And Olivia had no idea. So they're going to be living together. It's going to be an odd couple situation because their personalities are wildly different. And Esther doesn't know what her powers are, but they know that she is one of them.
All right,
she doesn't
Daniel
know that
Foreman
she's a
in there
necroholic.
says, "Hey, he loves that first cover, man. Fine work by Brian Lee."
So
Tell
she
us
doesn't
about-
know that she's a necroholic?
Yes.
Hey, now Olivia doesn't really have an alcohol problem. She has a necromancy problem as far as she's concerned.
Yeah, of course.
But now tell us about this little number. Now, this was commissioned by yours truly from Kendall Gates, who's our variant cover artist on the series. And you gave her guidance on this. Tell her, what did you tell Kendall that had her investing so much assets into this image?
Chestular area.
So Kendall is a good friend of mine. We've been friends since the Hubert School, actually. That's where we met. She is a longtime friend. We play Dungeons and Dragons every week together, and I love her work. And I don't tell Kendall anything. I say, I would like this character on the cover. Do whatever you want. And she'll come back to me and ask me, like, so what if I do this? What if she's wearing this? What if she's doing this? I was like, yeah, sure. Yeah, if you want to do it, I want you to have fun with it. The only thing she really wanted specifically was what drink Esther had in her hand.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a strawberry daiquiri, virgin strawberry daiquiri, because Esther is under the drinking age.
And Sketchy Guy from Nevada says, hey, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. And then we have our Kickstarter exclusive cover. Now, this was one that was kind of a surprise for everybody because we hadn't told anyone we were doing more than 2 covers. So what can you tell us about our artist and the inspiration behind the piece?
So I'm not sure if he wants me to say his name.
He doesn't, or else he would let us put it on the campaign.
He is another friend from the Hubert School. He is one of my favorite artists to come from there. I always like his stuff on Instagram. He's going by Deus Exquithic, and that's what we'll be calling him. We'll call him Deus, I guess. And he actually messaged me right after the first comic, I believe, came out, and he's just like, hey, I'd like to do some fan art for your book. Would you have any space in the back for it? And I was like, let me ask Sam. And I think, Sam, you said it needs to be at least, if we're going to do that, there needs to be at least 4 altogether.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't really get 3 other people on board. And I just basically asked Dave, like, hey, you want to do a cover instead? And he's just like, absolutely, yeah. So that was another thing where he just kept messaging me and being like, hey, do you like this? Do you like that? I was like, do you like it? I want like people who do covers for me to be proud of the work they do. I don't want them to do something they really like and put a lot of effort into me just to be like, no, I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I trust my artists. I think that's the key is like, if they're going to put their time and effort into this, I want them to be proud of the work that they make.
Well, you got to let them be creative.
Yep.
Because, I mean, that's like one of the reasons you hire an artist is for their creativity.
Yes.
I mean, like, if you look at this, it's the anatomy on the arm with the horns is wrong, but it's not wrong for the piece because the piece is all discombobulated with the way it's the angles of the chair and everything.
I think of it as drunken geometry.
Yeah.
That's what I think of it as. I think of it as drunken geometry. I think there's a lot of energy in the piece. Yeah, you got long arms and short arms and some weird angles, but I mean, I think it's pretty nifty. And the Revenant hero himself saying he's having Shadowrun flashbacks. That's probably partially my fault. I'm not going to call him by name, but I once threw the man out the space needles. So that is that. Johnny, what do you think about having this kind of content? Alcoholic necromancer in a comic on the shelf as a shop owner, man.
You know what? It is and it isn't. I mean, honestly, it's an indie comic. I mean, people kind of expect a little bit difference. It's not. For me, I'm all about anything that's not DC and Marvel where we can get a change up.
There you go.
And this is important, guys, for you who are hooking up with shops and putting books in stores. Make sure you leave your shops plenty of margin to make money. Make money on your books certainly, but make sure the shop's making money too. Because I'll tell you, and I've said this for a couple of years now, when stores make money selling your book, they sell more of your books.
Oh, absolutely. You got to make sure you got that right price point.
Definitely. Now, Brian, we've got some guys here who seem to think that I only work with Kubert School grads, and you, of course, know that's not true.
No.
Yeah, you know that's not true.
And dropouts. And dropouts.
And dropouts. Yeah. As a Kubi man, what can you tell other Kubert students when they're looking at getting into doing indie comic work and illustrating RPGs? Because now that you've got a few years of experience and a couple of books behind you, what comes to mind, man? What is it about?
Good question. It's taken a lot of effort to really get noticed. I mean, I've put an application and a portfolio into every major comic book company out there, and I don't even get a response back. I just like throw it into a void and it disappears. I email at least once a year all these places. I'll like look and see when I emailed them last, and I'll send another one, hoping, updating the portfolio for some kind of response. But it's a little discouraging, of course. But if you think about it, Sanopa's hiring, sometimes. They're always looking for more artists for future projects.
Yeah, and the other 22 artists in the art group look at you going, "Hey, I wanted that gig."
I think the Necroholic idea is the way to go, though. I mean, there's something that can be said about doing stuff for Marvel or DC or whatever, but I don't know what they pay their pencilers, but for a new colorist, I got that information a couple days ago about what they're paying at Marvel. Guess what the rate is for a new colorist at Marvel?
$60 a page.
75.
Oh, I was close.
$75 a page to color Marvel properties.
Hey guys, thanks for subscribing to the channel tonight. Appreciate that. Good looking out, everybody. We are at 524 real US dollars with our first 19 backers. Gentlemen, we're over 25% there.
Yep, we're still below the dirty 30.
And we are only in the first 30 minutes of the campaign. Brian, remember how much you tripped balls when? Oh well, no, it's another time. Remember how excited you were when we funded the first book?
Yeah, it was pretty surreal. It's hard to put into words.
And then had a big stack of them land in your lap.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the misprints?
Yeah, the misprint ones that we had to get on the phone with the printer and get it fixed.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my moment to where I can sell those for a profit.
Well, you sell them every time you go to the con, man.
Yeah.
I know.
My mother even offered to turn the pages back around for me, and I was like, "That's going to devalue the comics so much."
And a 20th backer, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much.
Woo.
Normally I would shout stuff out, but with me sharing the screen, guys, I don't want to dox anybody, so we're going to play it cool.
If you were on my stream, how many boomer moments that would be?
I know that's a lot, man, right? That's so many.
But we'll do a special stream a little later on tonight. We'll if you got the time, we'll bring you on and
we'll call it Sam's boom boom boomer moment.
That's what we'll do, bro.
Sam's boom boom boomer moment. Hell, it's cheesy.
Brian's invited too if he wants to jump in. You know what I mean?
Ruby.
He's got the time.
I'm gonna tell you, I actually made Brian put pants on for this. He was not happy.
Damn. Well, that's kind of a requirement to be on stream with me. We don't need a peekaboo.
I mean, half the time I don't wear pants.
You got pants checks on Niobe Live.
Like 10 minutes before it happened too. So.
But this is part of the game, right, Brian? You got to get out there. You got to push. You got to let people see who you are. You got to tell them about the story. And I know, like you said that maybe talking's not your strong point, but it really is part of the game. You know what I mean?
unfortunately for me.
Now,
Yeah,
you
but
get
dragging
used to
you.
it. I mean, do you have anxiety? Or are you nervous? I mean,
Yeah.
what is it? Okay.
And so
All of it.
And so
Then
that's why
just-
things went down like they did. I didn't tell him I was bringing him here. I said, "Hey, get some pants on. We're gonna go live." He's like, "What?" And then it went on. It was camera. I'm like, "No, you gotta put your camera on." He's like, "I'm not decent." I said, "Put some pants on. You got 2 minutes." And then we got on. And so he works really well under pressure.
Yeah.
Being nervous or anxiety is just nervous energy. It's excitement that you need to get out in a specific way, but your body just doesn't understand how to expel that excitement. So just let it expel that excitement about the book.
And you should be real excited because you're at 20 backers already, man.
Woo.
20 already.
Woo.
21 days to go.
Joey!
Sam did a three-week campaign.
Yep. Joey, I take it that you are not at the hospital having a baby, so I'm glad you're here, brother. Good to see you. We got a huge gang out here tonight, guys. Glad everyone's here. This is awesome. So now, here's the next thing. We know what we're doing for the campaign. We have our plan. We know everything. The colors on this, guys, are going to be finished next week. Brian's almost done. And so once that gets done, we're going to go and order some proofs and show those off so that everyone sees them. We should have them that last week of the campaign. So we can really push hard and wave those books in front of everybody. And I think that sounds like a great idea. Because nothing beats having books in hand, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Well, I can think of a few things that beat having a book in my hand.
Now,
But it's still pretty damn good. It's still pretty damn good.
Is we haven't shown off some of these interior pages, though. Because we don't just have covers. We've got the first few pages of the book itself. So, Brian, why don't you tell us what's happening here on page 1 when we first start Necroholic issue 2 and what's going on?
So this is Esther. She's getting off of her bus to go in, which is where most of the story takes place. And Wheatfield is actually loosely based off of my hometown of Richmond, Kentucky. And it's nothing like it in real life, but I like to base things off of my life, and it's just familiar things. And if you scroll down just a little bit, there on the right, on the bottom panel, is basically the main street of Richmond, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
And
there's the court. There's the Justice Center right there.
Yep. And there's not that much farmland. I've kind of exaggerated how much farmland is in Richmond, but
so that's the pharmacy that sits next to the liquor store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam knows. We both lived there for several years.
I know. I know that look real well. Now, here's the fun thing. I like this meme type moment where we're taking and casting a very deliberate stare at this really hot piece of luggage right here. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, because that's a blazing red right there in the middle of the panel.
I mean, that's obviously what those two guys are looking at.
I mean, taking pictures and everything. That's some hot luggage right there, man.
Yeah. It's a good color.
I know. Yeah, it had to be color. Had to be. But here we go in, and in our bottom panel, we're get back with Olivia right here, and she seems to be having a little bit of a disagreement of sorts.
This is a new character introduced in issue 2. Her name is Teresa Rex. She is a goblin. There are goblins in Necroholic. And she is a shopkeeper of wondrous and unique items. And I enjoyed drawing her so much, I want to keep drawing her more. So now she's got a bigger part in future issues. And she is selling Olivia something. I'm not going to say what.
Yeah, we're not going to go into too much spoilage because we only gave people the first 3 interior pages. We don't give the whole story away. But yeah, I can see that you put a lot of attention into the details.
Yeah. There's a lot of green. Yeah.
There is a lot of green. That's true. And you do a lot. I noticed you do a lot in profiles that show off the angles.
Mm-hmm.
She looks pretty good for a gremlin or whatever.
A little gremlin, right?
Little goblin, yeah.
I mean, I've seen some nasty looking ones, but she's all right. Pleasing to the eye. The snake eyes, I don't know if I could deal with that very much. I'd have to be like, close your eyes.
I don't know. I mean, you have enough edibles, you might be able to deal with that. But now, this is one of the things you've been doing in Necroholic that I find pretty interesting. These aren't photographs; these are actually drawn.
Yeah, I digitally paint all the cocktails from high-res photographs, but I didn't like the idea of just having photographs. I wanted to do something different.
Holy shit, that's not real?
No,
that's drawn.
Painting.
Wow.
And Joey says he really enjoyed issue 1. We've got Philman X in the chat.
No one cares what he has to say.
The Rev. Phil, what do you think about the color job on that, man? How's that for painting, right?
How's that for using gradients?
I think that was the blending tool mostly, but
Oh, artist technicalities. Now, Larry's favorite part of the show, where we talk about the rewards, what people can get, what we can do, right? So, just as we said, we've got your PDFs covered, ladies and gentlemen. If you missed issue 1, you can get 1 and 2 in PDF. And then we come down and we've got a little something special for those of you who might be new to Sinopa Comics. You get 7 different comic PDFs, Necroholic 1 and 2, of course, our focus for the day. 47 Furious Tales issue 1 through 3, and Reign of Ages 1 and 2. It's 150 pages, a little more than 150 pages of comics for $13. So if you are not too, you're not really worried about having print, if you want something you can get quick, easy, and not have to worry about storing, that's a really great way to get in, help the campaign a lot, make a huge difference, and enjoy a lot of good comics.
You need to change that to 150 big pages of comics. because they're bigger than normal, because 47 Furious Tales is digest size.
Yep.
Get it? So that's the joke. There's the joke. You went over your head.
Johnny's gonna be happy to know that 47 issue 4 is coming out later this year.
Yeah, I'm excited. I love that book.
You're gonna have that one and Tipping Your Time Traveling Psychedelic Mushrooms. So it's gonna be one hell of a year for comics, guys.
Oh yeah. So how many you got planning on for this year? Are you doing
like 8?
8.
Yeah, plus some role playing, plus role playing game books.
All right.
8 comic issues and then some role playing game books.
So what I'm hearing, we got a little healthy competition between us going this year.
I'm not going to try and outdo you guys for the number of books, but I'm going to.
I'm just talking about campaigns.
Oh, campaigns! Yeah.
I'm just talking about campaigns. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be. I think we're going to have 10, 11 each, something like that.
Sweet.
But honestly, I'll be happy if we manage to do 8. 8 would be a good number, but as many as 10, I think. Chris Morero in the chat says 1 billion books. I don't think you understand how big 1 billion is, brother. It's bigger than you think. And that's what she said.
That's
right?
1,000 million.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Then we've got our actual print copies, and then this is the amount, and then shipping for whatever your total is appended in the pledge manager. But you've got the main cover by Brian and the Virgin variant by Kendall at $15 each, and our Kickstarter exclusive for $20. And then you can also pick up some really great pairings. You can get Brian's issue 1 and issue 2 for $25, or Kendall's issue 1 and issue 2 for $30. Or you can get all 3 of the covers for issue 2 for $45. The list goes on and on, folks. We've got some really fun stuff, really well priced to get people into the book and enjoying it, whether you like digital, print, or both. So definitely come on out and let's take a peek. Let's see where we're at. We were at 20 earlier, right? And we are at 22. Big glorious backers. $607 raised so far, everyone.
$607.60.
Huge thanks to everyone coming out real big for Necroholic. Brian, $607. Woo! In like 40 minutes, man. How do you feel about that?
pretty good.
Wouldn't that be a hell of an hourly rate?
That would be amazing if I made that every hour.
You still haven't hit the dirty 30 yet either. So
No, I know. Let's find that. Let's find our 8 more backers.
Oh,
there's
there we
another
go.
one.
More.
Oh, hey, ding, ding, ding! Congrats and thanks. Big, huge one. 630. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. That's 23. Are we gonna get to 30 by the time we hit to 8:30 tonight? We think.
Be nice.
Or maybe in the first hour at this rate, guys. I think I just accidentally unplugged my mouse.
Whoops.
I did. There we go. All right.
Send me money, Sam.
Send you money.
Yeah.
Why am I sending you money?
I don't know.
Oh,
Just send me money.
Because you're getting rich. Look at this.
I am going to need ads from you guys for when we put together the Reign of Ages book, though, because I need the new ads for it. I'll get you guys the dates when we're going to be putting that out, so we'll make sure that everything coincides with the right titles. That's a big thing, guys. When you find people that who are reliable about getting their books out, who are producing quality stuff, and you work together, and you share information together, and you respect one another. Taking the time to putting ads in the back of the books, spreading the word on other campaigns, and helping support your other creators. It really does help lift everybody up.
We got to respect each other.
Well, you don't have to, but
that wasn't part of the requisite. I didn't read it in the ball.
I tell you, I got respect for you. So I got respect for you. So, Larry, what do you think? How's the campaign look, man? Did we lose Larry?
Yeah, I'm sort of multitasking here. It looks good though. I mean, I like that probably that cover the best. That third one.
That one right there.
Yeah, it's got the most sort of vibrancy to it, if you will.
It's got a lot of energy to it. I like the fact that he put like the little mystic carpet on the floor right in front of it. I thought it was kind of a nice touch.
I'm a sucker for that animated cell shaded look. You know what I mean? It's almost got that common America vibe going on to it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who drew that cover? Is that you, Brian?
That was one of my friends. He's going to be going by Deus Ex Glyphic. I'm not certain. He doesn't want his name in it. That is his pen name. But I have all the faith in the world in him. I hope to have him back for more covers in the future.
There you go.
There we go. I have to tell you, the interior, I love the way that issue 1 and issue 2 have turned out on their interior pages.
I like that Daisy Duke.
I know, right? It really shows off that luggage, doesn't it?
Yeah, that luggage again. The really bright luggage.
Gee,
Yep.
Max, really? That's your favorite shot? Big freaking shocker. Go look at all the Mary Machine Gun covers, and we'll wonder why.
Oh, don't worry. There's another page, a couple more in. When he gets it and he reads it, he's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, that's my new favorite page."
Yeah.
Brian,
The luggage.
The luggage. Yes, it's we get really into the luggage. I guess is a good way to put it, right?
Yes. Yeah. There's a lot of luggage shots.
There's a lot of luggage shots. It's amazing that it doesn't hurt her back packing that thing around.
Mm-hmm. But she's packing those other things around so it doesn't hurt her back. So she's got strong back muscles.
Strong back muscles and some smaller pieces of luggage to tote around too. I had a guy ask me on Twitter during lunch today when I was waiting for my freaking COVID test and my flu test to come back. And he's like, on Twitter, I'm messing around with that. Dude's like, is everyone just making hot girl books? I'm like, well, no. I mean, I make, anthropomorphic animal books too. Another dude was like, do you make Rain? I'm like, yeah, I make Rain. He's like, that's kind of a hot girl book. I'm like, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Bad Girl Comics, guys. Bad Girl Comics.
I don't make anything that's naughty or wrong. My shit's like Archie Comics.
Well, we went overboard on some of the NSFW art for Reign of Ages issue 3. Did you guys see that in the BC chat?
I did.
Yeah.
hard to miss, right?
I was quite impressed. I was appalled, but impressed.
Yep. Is that going to go behind the counter at the store?
Dude, I got Ninja Bimbos on a spinning rack in my store. That should tell you something.
I got you. Okay. I'll put you down for 100. I'll make you a good deal.
Right.
Make you a good deal. Wait till they see the damsels and dames. It's actually called Dungeons and Dames, dude. And I think some of these guys have Dungeons and Dames, just like you do. So that's cool. Brian worked on, yeah, Dungeons and Dames. Brian,
I like it. I was happy when I got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
Now I'll tell you, we can you tell we use the same printer we do for our comics with the print quality and everything?
Absolutely.
They do good stuff.
All your stuff's good. I like all that stuff you put out.
Holy crap! We're at 24 backers, guys. 653.
Woo!
Rolling it up, gentlemen. Rolling it up. Can we get 6 more in the next 12 minutes and get an even 30 in the first hour? That would be awesome. Spam Shock, what's up, man? How you doing? So we haven't housekeeping stuff. We haven't done a lot with the Sinopa YouTube channel over the years. So I went through and I cleared up everything we did have. Pulled like all the old interviews from 2018, 2019 down and got rid of those, put those to private. Pulled the campaign videos that we were hosting on here, pulled those down. Pulled the Patreon stuff to private. And we're going to be doing more stuff with this, bringing more things about indie comics, indie RPGs. We'll be inviting creators on for next month, and then probably some store owners as well, so we can start talking more about comics, the business side of things, and get some artists on, talk to them about things we're doing, and just really kind of do shows that while we will show some stuff, we're going to do stuff like what we've seen in the BC group at Larry's channel and with others that we are friends with, where we try and make sure that we're also pointing out just some cool stuff in general. I will not be gaming, though, because I just don't have that in me. I'll leave that to Larry. I just don't have it in me. All right. And boom, 25 great backers, 676. Woo. Holy crap, guys. Holy crap. Are we going to get to 30 in the first hour? That would be amazing. Got about 10 minutes to go. Just looking for 4 more backers, right? 5 more backers. That'd be awesome.
Hey, Sam, I got to bail. I got to go pick up a kid from dance class.
Groovy, Johnny, groovy.
Man. I wanted to come out and support you. Good luck for the rest of the campaign.
Thanks, brother. And I'll catch up with you probably next week, and we'll figure out how to get you some books.
Well, and plus, let me know when you want to talk to store owners. I might know a guy.
Yeah, I definitely want you on. Definitely.
Cool. Right, take care, buddy. Good luck for the rest of the night.
Thanks, bro. You have a good one. Johnny Reed, everybody.
Yeah.
Fantastic human being.
Ooh.
Larry, I understand that you got some slabs in, man.
I'm always talking to me while I'm on mute. No, I don't got no slabs in. An order's been placed. I've sent.
Oh, I thought they were in.
Oh God, no! If they were in, there'd be a huge unboxing stream.
Oh, my bad. I'm so sorry.
We won't see those for like 3 months, dude.
Oh, damn.
In fact, they sent me an email today. I haven't even looked at it yet. So.
By the way, this is going to take 9 months to have done. Sorry about that.
Does it really take that long to get them done, though?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, CG's a long backlog of books they got to go through, so it takes forever.
Now, see, I was looking at maybe doing some of those for...
Oh, don't worry. When I have them, everyone's going to know, because I'll be taking pictures of those. There'll be video unboxing. There'll be, I'm hoping to have them by the time we go live for the Niobe Kickstarter, which, will be in a couple months, right? So...
Now,
as we're talking, I'm still like tightening up my script. You know what I mean? Trying to shorten it down a bit.
So about the next Niobe Kickstarter, why don't you tell everyone what we're going to be looking at in that next campaign? Which book and what's got you so
excited? Can you ask me that a little later? I'm like trying to get this.
You're
done.
really immersed in scripting. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Max.
Talk to Max. Yeah.
Max
Yeah, what's
DeVille,
up?
Atrocity Press. You just wrapped up one hell of a campaign, man.
Yeah, man, Machine Gun issue number 4, the end of that miniseries.
Into that
Brought
arc,
in-
right?
Yeah, that arc brought in 13K.
I know it's
So,
amazing, right?
Shit, you're telling me? I was like, it'll hit 9, maybe 95. And then it got there, and then it hit 10, and I was like, finally, I have a $10,000 campaign. And then the next day it was 11, and the next day it was 12, and the next day it was 13. And I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But hey, all right.
And see, Brian, that's what you got to look forward to, man. We get to issue 3, issue 4, issue 10, and be putting out books and putting them in people's hands, man.
Yeah. If everything goes according to plan, I'll be doing this for the next several years.
Yep. We're going to get at least 2 books out this year, though, right?
Do my best.
Okay. I'm going to hold you to it. Issue 3 later this year. Now, for those of you who are wondering, we have this campaign scheduled to fulfill, as you'll see here, in April. What that is basically to do is to give us a little extra time, because with our printer, we did run into some delays with our last project, and we want to give ourselves just a little extra time to accommodate for that. But as we said, the book will be done next week, and then we'll be ordering proof copies so that we'll be ready to order as soon as the campaign ends. Those books for the fulfillment will come here, and I will package those and ship those out. And then Brian will be working on book 3 right after he finishes the coloring on book 2, so that we can, get production rolling and keep people enjoying Necroholic. Sound like a
Gotta
plan?
enjoy it.
Hell yeah.
Gotta enjoy the Necroholic.
Now, there's a cocktail recipe in this one, Brian.
Yes.
Just as there was in issue 1.
Yes.
And so I have to ask, man, have you tried that cocktail?
Dark and Stormy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
And you survived?
I mean, I enjoyed it. I remember enjoying it.
Okay.
Everything
Because-
after that is a little fuzzy, but
Because I know you haven't been pulling your punches with the cocktail recipes in these.
yeah.
Yeah. Now, are you getting these from your brother or from your dad? Or are you getting them from your significant other?
I'm just looking them up. Looking them up online. I mean, I don't have a
Piracy. I get it. Piracy. For those
Yeah.
of you we do not condone piracy.
I mean, there's plenty of places online that's.
But yeah, wicked ass cocktail recipes. Definitely take it easy on these guys, because they are not playing around. Definitely not playing around.
They'll get you drunk.
They will definitely do the job. That they will. There's no lie about that. Oh, Chris Murillo giving me crap in the chat about what I like to drink. Oh my God. Really, man? Really? I'll tell you. Well, maybe I do have. Maybe what I do like to drink is not your particular cup of tea. Because I'm a big fan of liquid cocaine.
Watch
It's
that
actually-
backer number. Watch that backer number. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Look
that was
at
me.
that. You the man. Oh, shit. That's huge. Thanks, Max. And we are at 26 sexy backers, $746, guys. And we are 55 minutes into the campaign. Well on our way towards the 50% mark, guys. Yeah, we can say liquid cocaine on the air. I don't think YouTube is going to give us any crap for it.
No.
I mean, it's not like they can demonetize me. I mean, I'm not monetized.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. What are they going to do? Get mad at you?
Yeah. We're not going to turn on your ad revenue. I'll have ad revenue. Well, now in 2 years, when I'm going, damn it, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sure I'll regret it, right? Hey, Chris, if you would, man, can you go ahead and share the link out to the YouTube video and to the campaign far and wide? Let's get that to Josh and let's get that to Keith and get them to spread the word too. Would appreciate it. Thanks. All right. So Brian, getting dragged into a live stream that you didn't know anything about, completely unplanned. How much are you cursing me right now?
I'm in a group chat right now with some D&D folks that are just like, hey, when's this gonna be over? I was like, I don't know. He just kind of sprung it on me.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Is your game tonight?
Yeah.
Did your gamer friends back the campaign yet?
I don't. Well, half of them are people you work with, so.
Well, okay. I'll tell you what. We'll cut you loose after they share out the link to everybody. Okay.
They're probably watching right now, so you.
No, I'm looking at who's watching. So no. We're at 27 beautiful backers, 751. Brian, how the hell do you feel, man?
Good. It's great.
You excited?
If it keeps up like this, I might have to quit my job.
No, your mother would murder me. Don't do that.
Yeah, I know, totally.
Yeah. I love your mom and your dad to death, man. I don't want to be killed by your mom. She's so sweet. She edits my my actual stuff on being my prose and everything, my fiction. She does such a good job of it. I almost feel bad. I'm going to dump that light novel on her later this year, and I hope she enjoys it because it's crazy. And we get it translated in Japanese afterwards.
All right, Sam. Well, I'm going to take off.
All right, I'll see you in the. I'll see you in the BC here in a little bit.
Are you coming on stream tonight, Max?
Yeah, I should be on stream tonight. What time are you going to start?
Oh no, probably about an hour from now or so.
Cool.
Shit, I don't know. I mean, I'll be a couple hours before I can come back. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
well,
cool.
Maybe we'll stretch it out a little bit. Like it depends on how late people want to stay up till, right?
Yeah, well, I'm always up until 2 a.m. So.
Nice. Well, how about we'll aim for an hour and a half from now, and we'll see.
Cool deal.
Sounds
all
good.
Right.
Well, I'll see you guys there.
Right.
I'll go ahead and wrap this up with Brian. Guys, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, man. Congrats on the Kickstarter. I mean, you're off to a great start already. You'll probably be funded in a couple of days, if not sooner. So.
Yep, here's hoping. Looking good. Thanks, Larry.
We'll give it a nice big push a little later on tonight and see what happens.
Sweet, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Nice meeting you, brother. Have a good one.
Nice meeting you as well. Have a good one.
Brian Lee, the man, the myth, the legend. 27 backers in the first hour. $751 of a $2,000 goal. It's one hell of a start, man. And I'll tell you, people love Necroholic. So how's it feel to have fans?
It's great. What it's all about, I guess, is like just to put stuff out there and get good positive feedback back.
Cool. Outstanding. Well said. Anything you want to say to the folks who are watching this or who may be watching this? Honey BV, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Anything you want to say to folks who haven't read Necroholic yet? Read the damn book or I'll curse you, right?
Oh no.
Oh no, that's me. I'm sorry. You're the kindler, gentler soul. I'm sorry.
It's a passion project of mine. I've been working on for a couple of years now, and I want to keep going on it. And
28 backers.
Woo! And it's a fun little story for now. It'll get a little rocky a little further on, but that's part of the draw of it. It's a lot of comedy. I like funny stuff. I don't want to be too depressing, but you got to have the drama in there too to mix it all together and make a good cake, as one would say.
I think it's a really good dark comedy, is my take on it. It really is. Honey BV is saying, wow, that Alt Virgin cover is incredible. Yeah, that's a beautiful piece done by Kendall Gates. And she also has a really incredible variant that she did for issue 1. I hope you find something you like.
She's watching right now, too.
And she's watching right now. Oh, crap. We can't talk her up too much. She'll raise her rates on me. Kendall's good. Forget I said great. Forget I said amazing. Someone don't tell Kendall I said that.
I love Kendall. Kendall's work is great.
Yeah, Kendall's work is great.
She will most likely be on every issue. She'll definitely be the Virgin variant on every issue. No doubt in my mind, I'm gonna ask her to come back.
Brian, Chris Murrow in the chat saying, if you could have your comic crossover with any other comic character, who would you want it to be?
Oh, that's a really hard question. I love so many series. Scud the Disposable Assassin, just because I that's the first comic that comes to mind, and it's completely off the wall insane. I love Rob Schraub, and it's one of my favorite comic series. Very influential piece of work, but I think Olivia would totally just fit right in with the rest of those crazy characters.
I do. I like that idea. I think that's pretty nifty thought exercise. You know,
Actually, she looks a lot like Cestito too. So, which is a character from the comic series. So, sorry, keep going.
Well, Brian's got a D&D game to get to, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any questions, I'm going to hold him here for 3 more minutes. Questions for Brian Lee, creator of Necroholic, and the man who pushed me towards Kickstarter and said, "You can do this, idiot." And now we are 5.5 years later and 23 successful crowdfunding campaigns. Chris Murrow saying, I would think it'd be cool to have your character sitting at the bar beside Wolverine drinking.
I might do that.
That could be a fun image, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I haven't drawn Wolverine in a long time, so that might be fun.
You know, the secret, according to Todd, is, you know, having a good strong neck and a good head shape. I was watching Todd McFarlane draw Wolverine last night on a stream. I'm sorry. You know.
Oh, okay, I got you. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was watching the Todd Father, and he's like, "This is how you draw Wolverine real fast." Or sorry, left-handed. It's like, first you got a good head shape and a strong neck, and he's just doing like these quick little lines. I'm like, Jesus, dude, that looks better than half the stuff I see in Marvel books right now. I'm not trying to be overly critical, but man, that dude draws excellently in just such a casual manner. It's terrifying.
Like he's a professional or something.
I know, you'd think he had like almost 40 years of experience or something. I mean, what the hell? Or I guess, what, 35 now he's been doing it?
Up there.
Yep. All right, we got about 2 minutes left, guys. You got any questions for Brian? Questions for me? We'll go ahead and field those. Philman X says Tom McFarlane. Yeah, Tom McFarlane. You are correct. The Todd Father himself, Tom McFarlane. He was drawing Wolverine last night on the stream, and I was absolutely captivated, and then I fell asleep. So as weird as it is to say, I fell asleep watching Todd McFarlane draw last night. Which is probably one of the nerdiest things I've ever said in my life. Probably not the creepiest, though. James Lee with jokes in the chat as well. James and Phil, the new Abbott and Costello. Gotta love it. All right, guys, let's go ahead. We got like 1 more minute with Brian. Let's see if we can't get 2 more backers in a minute. If you haven't pledged already, go ahead and pledge now. Let's show him off with a good showing. Let's get him up there, and let's try and get this pushed as high as we can.
Do it. Pledge.
All right. 28 backers, $756 right now, Brian.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Keep going.
I'm going to tell you, I want to thank everyone who's pledged so far in this first hour. You guys are absolutely amazing. We appreciate you coming out so strong. Absolutely incredible to see y'all. This is a fantastic story. Brian knows me well enough to know that if I didn't believe in the story, I wouldn't publish him. So I didn't pull any punches on this. I told him straight and what I thought about it. I'm a big believer in Necroholic, which is why it has a Sinopa logo on it. And Brian, I am not just happy, I'm really honored that yours is the first comic we've ever produced that I myself did not write.
I appreciate that.
I'm really glad to have you on the Sinopa logo, and we'll keep pushing the book as far and wide as we can, getting from as many people as we can, put copies in your hands, and make sure that we are selling the books to the public and really sharing this really cool story that you're developing, this universe that you've begun to build, and these fascinating characters who are full of fun and a little bit too much tequila. All right.
Too much tequila.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, we will say goodbye to Brian Lee, Undead
Bye,
Aficionado.
Thanks for having me.
always a pleasure. We will do this again probably next Friday. This Friday, I'll be drinking for the shots that were pledged this week. And yes, thanks for reminding me, Chris. I will be at the Lexington Comic and Toy Convention, March 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th. Brian, I'm going to go ahead and let you go, man, and I'm going to finish up here.
All right, thanks, guys. We'll see you later.
Tell everyone at the game I said hi. Thanks for coming out, bro.
Will do. Thanks. Bye.
All right. Now that he's gone, I can tell you guys this is really a fantastic book. I don't want to blow his head up too much, but I'm going to tell you he did an amazing job on this title. Absolutely amazing. I think you're going to love it. The interiors look great. You can see the first 3 pages of the book on the campaign. We've got really, really nicely priced point on that for print copies, and we're shipping all over the place. So one away from 30. 29 backers, $761 already, guys. We're going to hit that 30 mark here soon, no doubt. Let's refresh that page. And I refreshed it right out. There we go. James Lee, absolutely fantastic. One of the other gentlemen who really helped motivate me to launch Sinopa Publishing. He's also art director when we do our D&D projects, which we'll be talking with you pretty soon, James. We've got a couple of things coming out this year, man, that we're going to need you to start looking at. I'm going to stick around here for a couple more minutes, guys. If you have any comments, any questions, criticisms, any type of fun jokes or anything you want to talk about real quick, fire it away. Please do make sure that you like and subscribe if you haven't already. We really appreciate it. Yay, yes, more maps and more goblins and more monsters and, maybe some Amazon women, like really big Amazon women, some Titanic chicks, as they say. All right, James, later on, brother. All right. Now, with that said, we're about 8:23 right now. Thanks for the sub, Phil. We appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Always good to get a great start. And we're going to be showing off a lot of campaigns in the future when we talk to other creators. We're also going to be doing some things here to showcase and give a little sneak peeks about stuff that we have coming out. And in that vein, we're going to go ahead and shift gears for just a moment. And we're going to stop the sharing on that screen for a second. And we're going to share another little piece of this that I think you guys are going to like. From Aishagul Sanev. This is the cover art for the main cover for Reign of Ages, issue number 3, which Nick Capone and I will be bringing to Kickstarter next month. Really happy to be able to say that Kickstarter has permitted me to go ahead and have multiple campaigns active at a time as far as running for fulfillment, so that we can get those projects out into the world while we wait on stuff coming from the printer. And that will, of course, let us bring more exciting, fantastic work to all of you. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll do that here in a minute, bro. With that little sneak behind the curtain, guys, I'm going to call that a night. I want to thank all of you who came out tonight, who subscribed to the Sinopa page, who liked it, and who hung out with us. Thank you for your questions and your comments. Remember to support these fantastic artists, Brian Lee, Kendall Gates, all the other fantastic artists like James Lee, Zach Viola, Christian Martinez, of course, the incredible, brilliant, always fantastic Alexia Veldhausen, of course, Aishagul Sanev, all these wonderful people who have taken the chance and been working with the small little company that is Sinopa Publishing. We love them to death. They're fantastic professionals. And thanks to the crowdfunding and support of folks like you, we've been able to pay them fair wages and get them real money in their hands to help with their livelihood in a meaningful way, and real wages, not like pennies on the dollar, really, paying them well. And that's all because of you guys. So if we don't have any other questions, I'll give you guys another moment or two, and then I'll go ahead and end it for tonight. Remember, check out Necroholic on Kickstarter, issues 1 and 2 by Brian Lee. We're at 29 backers right now, 761. Correction. We're at 30 backers now, $784 on our $2,000 goal. We're off to one hell of a great start. Thanks to all of us. Yep, we hit 30. Thanks a lot, Miho. Appreciate it, man. All right. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, comic fans and RPG gamers, from us at Sonoma Publishing, have a wonderful night.